What up, Gale Nation? Welcome back to H24 Sports. I am your host, Jacob J. Tivnan, and to the left of me is, wait, I screwed that up. I don't care. You know we love him. He is the top dog, Danny Reardon. Below me is Sliced Bread Fit Pajero.
But
What's
yes,
up?
this is quarantine edition.
Yeah, the quarantine tapes. So, as you can see, this is not our normal format. Anything these past, I don't know, 2 weeks that could have gone wrong has gone wrong.
Absolutely.
In every way. I think
The
everyone
Earth is
watching this
better.
knows.
The Earth is much better.
The
Yeah,
Earth,
the environment is better.
the environment's great because
Getting
no one's
better.
doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, so this is what's gonna look like for the next 4 weeks. We're gonna do 5 shows, like
Yeah.
this. Don't know if it's gonna be at this exact time. Or it's gonna be on Friday. Whenever works. It's probably gonna be Fridays.
Yeah.
Probably.
We don't really know. I'll post on or Vin will post. Someone will post on the Instagram telling about what's gonna happen.
Yes.
So it's not gonna be our normal format. It's not gonna be three roughly 15-minute segments. It's just gonna be one segment,
however
probably
long it
35, 30 minutes roughly.
Raw footage.
Yeah. Just
no
us talking.
outtakes. Every
No.
mistake is gonna be known.
Well, that wouldn't have been the same thing in Iona. So
That's true.
what ifs?
That's also a mistake. Speaking of which.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into kind of like what happened in sports the past couple weeks, because right now we're in a
Nothing.
world without
There's no
sports.
sports.
We're in a
Nothing.
world without sports. Everything is gone.
It's not even just the only thing we have. Like, we don't even have like just anything. Everything's just
no, nothing. So,
But I guess I want to start off with a
Oh, you
PSA.
want to start off? PSA.
PSA from
Say
me.
wash your hands. I'm gonna leave.
That is true. Just take it upon yourselves to just kind of stay inside. Really don't do what you can to stay healthy, but just don't. You don't have. You can go a couple weeks without going outside or anything like that. You don't have to do that. Don't obviously use the what's it called? The boundaries, not boundaries.
Social distancing.
Social distancing. Yeah. Take that
Gotcha.
seriously. I'm sure. I know I have been taking it very seriously. I don't know about you two. I hope you guys are. And for those that are watching, it'll be over soon. Just think positively. Just do some things that you wouldn't normally do. Get spend time with your family and all that stuff. That's my PSA.
I keep seeing it around. This is the one time in our lives where we can pretty much change or save the world by staying inside and just take advantage of that.
Exactly. That's one way to look at it as well.
Most of our generation wants to stay inside and stay secluded, so now is our chance to
do it.
really act on it and stay inside and not do anything.
And people are freaking out because, they're like, oh, virus this, virus that. But you got to realize, while the virus is a terrible thing and it's not helping, it's not helping people's health, it's helping the environment. CO2 emissions down over big cities like LA and New York. It's beautiful outside. It's like today's a beautiful day.
Yeah, no, I went on a walk today. I went on a walk.
Yeah, no, I was outside for a little bit. It's really nice out.
But, it's much needed rest for the earth.
I'd like to see after it's all said and done, if all that talk about climate change and carbon emissions and all that, and how we only have 12 years left to really change the trajectory of the planet. I want to see if that actually did change, and if somehow this crazy bad thing turned out to be maybe a good thing for later on. It's a positive spin on it, on a really negative situation. But yeah, you're right. It could turn out positive, and I think that'd be a great thing to come out of this if we come out of it.
Now we'll be fine.
So we still are H24 Sports, even though we don't live in H24 anymore.
Sad face. We will always be H24 Sports because the name sounds better.
Spetty.
Rip.
Rip in his Spetty. So we'll get into the sports aspect a little bit. So the first domino to fall was the NBA. Well, actually, it was all the conference tournaments, but we'll get into that a little bit later. The NBA fell after Rudy Gobert tested positive for coronavirus.
Who is now cleared.
He was cleared. Donovan Mitchell's cleared. Christian Wood is cleared, but it has spread pretty far in the NHL. Not the NHL, the NBA. Wrong sport. in the NBA, Kevin Durant has it. 3 other Brooklyn Nets have it. I believe Nugget has it. Was
So
it a
yes,
Nugget?
I was gonna say I don't think it was a player. I think it was like someone that works in the organization that has it.
Mhm. But no, it's been spreading
But
through
I'm
the
not
NBA,
sure
and,
who.
and they've had no choice but to suspend play. NHL, as kind of a brother organization, followed suit with
Big
it. 3 players in the NHL have tested positive so far. But since they're paired up, it wasn't surprising that the NHL will suspend play too. Baseball is suspended indefinitely. Opening day was supposed to be the other day. Hey, shout out! We got a
Hey,
cameo.
it's my brother. Sean, you want to be on a podcast real quick? He has he used to have a podcast of his own. Yeah, put these on. Actually, we were talking sports, but there's nothing going on. Yeah, we're just kind of filling in what's happening.
Yeah.
But that's my brother.
There's
What's
2
up?
names. There's
That
2
is Jacob,
names.
and that's Vin.
Hola.
Yeah.
So yeah, baseball opening day was supposed to
Thank
be
you.
the other day.
Yeah.
It is no longer that. A few minor leaguers have. I don't think a major leaguer has it. Through the celebrity world, it's
Yeah.
spread crazy.
Of course, the Yankees. Can I say, of course, the Yankees are the one to get it first?
Yeah, right. Of course. Of course.
Of
I
course,
mean,
the Yankees.
the only good thing I guess for the Yankees is that all their injuries will be fine if opening day happens. Like Paxton will be back, Giancarlo will be back, Judge will be back, Seppi won't be back.
He will not be back.
Seppi won't be back.
Sad.
So with that's all is what happened, and then on the college route, March Madness canceled, and all spring college sports have been canceled,
Sports are
including
canceled.
baseball,
I know
softball, lacrosse,
you are a direct
rowing. Yeah,
rowing.
yeah,
You are directly affected about this. So
yeah,
would you like to
directly.
speak upon it a bit more?
Yeah, sure. So at Iona, the students were sent back Monday, but athletes had to. Well, spring athletes had to stay, and since rowing is a spring sport, we stayed. And I kind of slowly saw, like, not slowly, but day by day, saw it just get worse and worse and worse, and seeing New Rochelle empty out completely. By the time it was, I think, Friday, it was completely emptied out. I stayed till Saturday morning. That's when I left. But we had normal practices, really good practices. They were really nice. What was supposed to leading up to a spring break trip to North Carolina, and I didn't really have a lot of faith that was going to continue going into like Tuesday or Wednesday. Then Thursday morning, canceled the trip. Thursday afternoon, canceled the season, which really sucked. The seniors had to give the doc speeches, just like they were not ready for it. We weren't ready for it. And then we had to say goodbye in March. And
Which is way too early.
No team wants to do that. No team ever wants
one
to do
does,
that.
yeah.
We ended 2 months ahead of time, what we should have. We put in a whole bunch of work in the winter and even the fall, like because it carries over. But the fall and the winter to try and compete in the spring, and we just didn't get the chance to do that. Like we felt like, at least I did, that if we got the North Carolina trip, then I'd have some closure, like with the season. But with this, just there isn't much. Our coach at least got to take us out on the sound on what was it, Wednesday, which he doesn't do often, and that was really nice to do. Like we got to go out in the open water. I got to see the Manhattan skyline from the water. Like it was really cool, and I'm really happy and thankful that he did that for us. Like on what was our last practice. So it was a memorable last practice, but it shouldn't have been.
I agree. And
Is
didn't they
how I feel. And I
grant?
know,
Wasn't there a
I don't-
thing that they
yeah,
granted? What?
I don't think. Well, you're gonna say the extra year eligibility.
Yeah,
It's only for spring sports, so like winter. So that means basketball. Basketball does not have an extra year eligibility.
basketball does not have it.
Yeah.
But for you, like the seniors will get another
The
chance.
seniors. See, the thing is with rowing, because it's a full year sport, we don't get a full year. We get 1 semester of eligibility back. So they'd only be able to row in the fall, and that's, I believe, it's only if you're still with the school. So you'd have to come in for grad school.
Which they don't want to do, I'm guessing.
Well, some people don't want to do. They will either might want to go somewhere else, or they already have a job lined up. Which, I mean, I do have that extra year, but I don't plan on using it. Like unless something happens, I don't know. But I mean, yeah, I don't know about the future, but I plan on ending my senior year I don't think I want to go another semester. I think I just want to end it where it should end.
That's fair. I mean, it's tough. Like, especially like I couldn't imagine like yeah, I mean, you described it, but I couldn't imagine like how like the rest of the team feels and all that stuff. Just because, I mean, you're like they're obviously directly impacted by it,
Mhm.
and it's just sad. Like, it's really
Yeah,
like I try
it's
like we've been trying to do throughout. We've been trying to put a positive spin on everything, but this situation, like, it's like very very hard to. Like, I don't really think you can,
no,
which
especially with the
kind of
seniors and
stinks.
like seeing how the seniors reacted on at Iona and then my high
It's
school team
awful.
too. Like I have a lot of very close friends still in high school that are graduating this year, even my sister. And I'm seeing like for the rowers, their season, like they were really looking forward to this season. And I know from personal experience, my senior year was my favorite year out of all that I've done. And they were really looking forward to it, and that got taken away from them. And they're kind of just like scrambling for some sort of like thing to latch onto for a season. And if I can help in that way, I'm going to try. But I don't know what's going to happen later on. Like tomorrow's tomorrow's a question mark. Every day is a question mark. We don't know what's going to
It
happen
is.
tomorrow. Uh, so yeah, and then seeing like they won't get prom, they won't get graduation, they won't get a last day of school. All that stuff really does
It's
suck. And even when
It's
like I hated
awful.
high school and like I could go without it, like like whatever. If I didn't get a last day of school, probably would have been no difference for me. But I know a lot of people love their high school experience and like really would cherish that, and they're just not gonna get it. And I feel really bad for that.
Yeah, no, and like that's kind of how I looked at it. Like, it could have been at least for my situation. Like, it could have been way worse. I mean, I don't know how like your direct situations for both you or Vin. Um,
Mhm.
like, I mean, like, I don't have a situation where like I'm really missing out. Like, for me, it's just like I'm missing out on like a half a semester, which is
Yeah,
fine.
we're missing out on spring semester
Bec-
of our sophomore year.
yeah, like for me, like the only thing that I'm gonna absolutely miss is this, and we're making it work somehow.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. Like, obviously, like I love doing this, but it's not really the same when it's just when you're in a basement with headphones and a laptop over a Zoom call that's gonna
Mhm.
end in who knows how long. You probably have the timer.
I don't have a timer.
Oh boy.
I'll get a timer when we have 10 minutes left.
That's true. So at least 15 minutes probably. But
Probably something like that.
yeah. And like that's like if and so I kind of looked at it like that, and that's what's getting me through it personally. But you're 100% correct. Like, there's people that like they're missing their senior year. Like, I'm sure you're friends with a couple of seniors here. I'm friends with a couple of seniors at Iona, and they just don't have words. And
Mhm.
I I hope there's something that they can do about it. I mean, there's really not much you can do because at the end of the day, like, things have to keep going. You have to keep moving.
Mhm.
But yeah, Vin, do you have any direct correlation or any correlation with this at all?
I mean, not really. I mean, when you think about it, I still remember my last day of high school vividly. It's a memory imprinted in my brain, going in and just saying goodbye and getting your textbook. And I do feel for the seniors in high school and the seniors in college. But when you think about it, yeah, this current chapter of your life is ending. But at the same time, if you think about it, a new one is going to start, because this is an unprecedented time in the world. We've never seen something like this uh, do so much damage in this short amount of time, and it's people are going to have to adjust and people are going to have to change their ways. And I feel like coming out of this, people are going to be they're going to be smarter. They're gonna they're gonna cherish uh, school and friends and family more than they do now.
I agree. It's 100%
Yeah, I
true.
think so too.
I mean, that's what I've like I'm looking back on it now. Like, you don't really miss it till it's gone. I mean, as much as all three of us have complained about things that happened and that shall not be named because mission consistency reasons. But
Hey,
as
wait,
much as we
we're not doing WXCR.
that's true, but like it'll still be on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
I know. But yeah, like we've all complained about something with this school, but at the end of the day, like I miss it. Like, I miss it to death. Like
I miss it
I
too.
like it's just
Yeah, I
like
know
the
what you're saying.
lifestyle. Like, it's
The
fun. Like,
aspect,
I miss seeing you guys every day. I miss just living on campus and all that stuff. I miss all the nonsense that used to happen. But
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like we all took it for granted, and now I realize how special it actually is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can agree. So, talk about some sports.
Yeah, let's talk sports.
All right. So,
The
NFL
NFL
free
is still
agency.
alive.
So, the one thing getting me, and I think a lot of other people through this, is that the NFL continue with free agency and they're continuing with the draft. So, all the storylines that are coming out of NFL free agency that normally do are still coming out. I think the first thing to address the quarterback carousel that's happening. Colt McCoy signed with the Giants. I think that's the biggest domino to fall. Colt McCoy on a 2-year deal to the Giants. Always liked him. He will be a solid backup for Daniel Jones.
He was a Redskin. He was a Redskin for a while, right?
Yeah, I think he's only been a Redskin.
He's good. I like Colt McCoy.
Solid backup career in Washington. Excited to see what he does in New York. Other than that, I don't. Some schmuck named Tom Brady signed in Tampa, but who cares about that?
Yeah, who cares about Tom Brady? I don't even know who that
Just
guy
kidding.
is.
I love Tom Brady.
Jameis Winston is out, thank goodness, because he's terrible.
My boy, famous
he
Jameis.
got eye surgery. He can see. He can see now.
He can see.
He's
Where's he
going to
gonna
be
go?
MVP of the league.
We don't know where he's gonna go though.
So
Carolina.
right now, the only spots that need a starter are Cincinnati, who has a number 1 pick, and they're probably going to draft Joe Burrow. And they still need to.
Burrow.
They still need to
he's gonna be a
ship Andy
starter.
Dalton. Still need to ship Andy Dalton if they're going to do that. Miami right now is running with Ryan Fitzpatrick, but they also have the 5th pick and will draft Tua Tagovailoa. So they don't need a quarterback.
The
You have
Chargers
who are starting
committing to Tyrod Taylor,
but have the 6th pick and could draft Justin Herbert.
so they don't need a quarterback.
Which leaves one team in the league that need a quarterback, the New England Patriots. Carolina's running with Teddy Bridgewater.
And PJ Walker. Shout out to PJ Walker.
PJ Walker. That's an awesome story.
Shout out to PJ Walker.
So that's it. So Cam Newton, Joe Flacco, Jameis Winston, and Andy Dalton, who needs to be traded, all are looking for one spot, and that's New England. And that's if New England wants it. They signed Brian Hoyer, and they have they have a low 20 pick, and they're projected to take a quarterback.
What I saw was a rumor that they're just committing to Stidham.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know if they're doing that either.
If I'm New England, and New England's smarter than me, but this is just what I think I would do. I would sign either Cam or Jameis because I think they have the higher upside. Sign them to a 1-year deal. Probably
draft a quarterback, I guess.
Or a defensive player because they did lose a lot of defensive players or a decent amount of defensive players in this free agency. But I sign either Cam or Jameis to a 1-year deal, see what they got, see if they fit into the see if they fit. Or maybe like a 4-year deal with a 2-year opt-out. Kind of like what Tannehill has.
Yes.
But not for $118 million. Probably for something lower. And very incentive-based, and see if they take it. I would do that. And then if it doesn't work out, draft Trevor Lawrence next year.
Yeah. And
just start the 20 years all over again. Just run it back.
Restart.
I think that's.
So would you still say the Patriots are the favorite to win the division, or would you say
no? It is 100% the Buffalo Bills. They had a great trade with Stephon Diggs.
They gave up a lot, but it's worth it. Stephon's a great player.
I think they gave up what they needed to give up. Stephon Diggs is a number 1 receiver in the league, and with Buffalo's team, I think he will fit in very well. I think
him and John Brown will be great together.
I think with the locker room problems that he had in Minnesota won't translate to Buffalo, and I think it's going to be a great fit. I think Buffalo is going to be a scary team. They're going to win like 11 games or 12 games. I think they'll be very good.
And the question is, when you look at Buffalo, is Josh Allen.
And
obviously having Stephon Diggs
I don't think
helps.
he has a question mark right now. He's looked amazing.
He just can't throw. I still don't trust the accuracy.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like he can run, but he's got a big arm, but the accuracy concerns that they had in college are still there for me. So
I think they've gone down a little bit though.
They have gone down. He's gotten a little bit better, but this is his year. He has to have like a breakout year this year. Personally,
I think it's very possible. I think it's very.
I think it is very possible. They've got a solid offensive line. They've got a good running back, and my boy, what's his name?
Jordan Howard.
No, not Jordan Howard.
Where did Jordan Howard go? Miami. My bad.
Miami.
JD.
He's a rookie last year.
Rookie.
Say it again. He was a rookie last year.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Oh. Wasn't it LaShawn McCoy? Oh, Singletary.
No, Singletary.
Where's LaShawn McCoy? Is he in Buffalo?
Buffalo.
No, he's in Kansas City.
Oh. What's wrong with me?
Nah, but my boy Singletary, like he's cool. Like he's good. They got 2 great wide receivers. They got a good tight end. They got 3 good tight ends.
They have a very good offense, and I think on defense even bolstered up a little bit too.
Their defense is very, 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 very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So out of the AFC East, I think it's just
Buffalo are the favorites.
It's the Bills.
However, they're sleeping on that team in green.
Miami's looking like a dark horse.
The Dolphins?
No, the other green.
Yeah, Miami's.
No, the other green.
Well, the Jets.
What if the Jets done this all?
What are the Jets? Jets didn't really do too much in this offseason other than lose Robbie Anderson.
They've completely restructured. They've completely restructured the offensive line, which is huge. And they're probably going to take out a CD or Jerry Jeudy at 11.
Mel Kiper's last draft had them taking a tackle.
That's also fine.
I think they had him taking Jedrick Wills.
That's fine by me. This is a very deep wide receiver class, so I feel like a wide receiver.
Yeah, it's a very deep receiver class.
All I know is that I trust Joe Douglas because Joe Douglas built up a Super Bowl team before in his life, so I think he can do it again. I trust him.
Kiper has the Jets taking Jedrick Wills out of Alabama.
Jedrick Wills. That's fine. Any offensive lineman or wide receiver is fine in my book. And then I guess
from what the Jets that I've seen, I don't think that they put together like a solid offensive line. I think they did do a lot of restructuring. I don't think it was good restructuring. I think they got a couple like buy low risk, high reward guys. But
no, the center on the Broncos, Connor Riley, I'm pretty sure he's like really good.
But like, I'm just saying, guys they got last year, it just didn't look like they had a lot of guys to really come in and make a difference. And then the wide receiver, like who's their number 1 wide receiver right now? Is it Jamison Crowder?
Anunwa and Crowder are their wide receivers. So Crowder's for the slot. So
they're really going to need to draft.
They need to draft CD,
a Judy, a Ruggs, a CD,
and they're in the prime spot to do it. Like one of those two are gonna be there.
No, I think honestly they'll have their pick of the receivers, but it's if they pick a receiver.
If they don't, then I guess
just as deep a receiver class it is, it's that deep of a tackle class.
Yes.
Those are the two positions that are really deep this draft.
I also trust that Sam Darnold is gonna get better and that he can make do with the lesser talent. I mean, obviously it'd be great to have a sick wide receiver, but I think he can make do. Because he did, despite what happened, all the nonsense last year, he got better. His numbers were better last year. He threw more touchdowns, threw for less interceptions, and threw for more yards. He got better. But
he did progress, but you need talent to help a quarterback progress.
You do.
And
you do.
As of this stage of free agency, it doesn't look like the Jets have that talent to help Darnold progress. And I think you're looking more of not this season, but next season with the Jets.
I hope so. I mean, also they got to fire a certain guy. They got to fire a certain head coach. But I can go 45
Does his name rhyme with Badham?
You guys know it.
I think it rhymes with
Yes. Yes, it is the one and only Adam Trashface Gase. But yeah, I can't control that. They're probably going to commit to him for a couple of years, so just kind of have to ride them.
And then Phillip Rivers, longtime Charger, going to the Colts.
Bye, Phillip.
Going to the Colts for a year.
That's good. They'll probably draft a quarterback next year.
Who, the Colts?
Yeah.
Maybe. Depends on the class.
Yeah. I mean, Lawrence.
I don't think Rivers is going to stay that much longer in Indy.
It's only a one-year deal.
they do have a very good offense for Phillip. It's just whether or not he can handle his
He can
talent
still
is
do it.
there.
And it's
Because he
doesn't
didn't
look
look
like
that
it
good.
is as
He
much.
didn't look that
He
good
did
in
not
LA last year. But
that good. Not looking that good is an understatement. He did not look good at all.
No. But then again, LA didn't have as good of an offense as Indy has, I think. Like just with the pieces
Well,
outside the quarterback.
They had Keenan Allen and stuff.
Yeah,
Keenan
but
Allen's
Indy has
Austin Eckler is good as well.
Indy has T.Y. Hilton and the best offensive line in the game.
That's true, but the Chargers' offensive line also wasn't too bad last year, and they also
Yeah,
had
but
Keenan
I
Allen
think
and Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler.
no, that is true. But I think maybe also a change of scenery might help. I don't know.
I hope it does. I love Philip Rivers. Let's give him one.
So yeah, there's that.
We
We
didn't even talk
Tom
about
Brady.
the.
We talk
No,
about
I wasn't
Brady.
even gonna say that. We could talk Brady, but we're still missing the biggest blunder of them all. DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh yeah, wow.
That happened.
So I have a few details on it because I have a whole book of just stuff. So the DeAndre Hopkins trade, for those of you that don't know, Arizona received DeAndre Hopkins and a 2020 fourth rounder. And gave up David Johnson, a 2020 second rounder, and a 2021 fourth rounder. Now, would you like to know what the Hayden Hurst trade was? Atlanta receives Hayden Hurst and a 2020 fourth rounder for a second rounder and a fifth rounder. Atlanta.
That's not even the worst.
Baltimore got as much for Hayden Hurst than the Texans got for DeAndre Hopkins. Hayden Hurst is an average tight end who played backup tight end in Baltimore.
Brian's crazy. Can we just all agree on that?
Atlanta may do something great. DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver in football.
Or second best, depending on
he is top two.
He is top two, absolutely. This meeting has been upgraded by the host.
Hey, guys, there's no 40-minute time limit.
Yes, you keep going.
So we'll just go.
We'll go until we feel sued.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that.
But I have till 4.
We'll go till 4 then. We'll go till 4.
I have till 4.
Okay. Well, probably before that. So
yeah,
if you're like David Johnson is not what he used to be. If this was 2016 or 2017 David Johnson, this wouldn't be too bad of a trade because you're getting a really good running back.
Yeah.
But he fell off a cliff. And if you're talking about like saving money, DeAndre Hopkins is on a very team-friendly deal. Getting paid $13 million per year over the next 3 years. And he now goes into.
Wait, is there any opt-outs to that or no?
Maybe, I don't know. Football's weird. So I just don't know what you're doing if you're Houston. Like, especially with the Diggs trade where they got a first, a fifth, a sixth.
That's what I was going to bring up. They got so much more, and they marketed them.
They got so much more for a lesser receiver who is on a worse contract. Well, he's just getting paid more. And Diggs is only 1 year younger. Like, they're both in their primes. And now you put Hopkins in Arizona with Kyler Murray.
With the air raid offense.
Oh, that's going to benefit Hopkins so well.
Especially with Kingsbury as coach, where they basically pass the ball nonstop. Arizona might be kind of good next year. Mark my words. They just need to if they fix up the defense, then they could be pretty good.
Yeah, and let's see. Do they sign anyone?
And then as for I don't know if they sign anyone, but
I have a list of some 30-something free agents. Give me a sec.
Okay.
See if Arizona signed any of them.
I was gonna say though, as for the Texans, Deshaun Watson probably wants to murder Bill O'Brien.
Someone get Deshaun Watson out of Houston, please.
Someone save him.
They'd probably sell him off for like, I don't know,
a bag of chips.
Copy machine.
Yeah,
Shout out Kyle Korver.
I'd offer a napkin for a maybe, but
Throw in a napkin, but that's pushing
yeah,
it.
throw it. It's
Uh,
pushing it a bit.
There's that. I think maybe even go into we even go into Brady.
Yeah, now we can go into Brady. Tom
So
Brady. I'd never have to deal with him again. Yes.
hey, you don't know.
Yes. He's not
Jets
coming
Bucks.
back. No.
Jets Bucks Super Bowl. What are we on?
50 something. 54.
No,
One
wait.
of those.
50 was Denver. 51 was Philly. No, 51 was Patriots. 52 was Philly. 53. We're on 55. 56. So the one after. Yeah. So next year.
No. He's done. He's never coming back. Never again.
Tom Brady is in a very good offense.
Yes, but
he's going into an offense that had 2,000-yard receivers in Godwin and Evans. And now you swap Jameis Winston, who has all the talent and none of the mental stuff, with Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. And they have a stellar defense.
But Tom Brady
Their front
is
seven
43.
is some of the best in the league.
It is, but Tom Brady is also 43.
Hey,
And
but he's
he
not
did
gonna,
not. He did not look good last year.
He did look good
part of it
last
was
year,
the
but he
wide
wasn't that
receivers.
good of an offense.
That is
And
true.
now he's in a fantastic offense. I'm very intrigued to see what Tampa will do this year. Very intrigued.
But I'm happy because the Jets don't have to play him this year. It's the first time the Jets don't have to play Tom Brady in 20 years. And it's great. Thank God. Never again. I never want to do it again. The amount of heartbreak and daggers and daggers and daggers and all those things that I had to deal with for most of my life. All of my life, actually. I don't have to do with it anymore. It's great. But I agree. Tampa should be pretty good next year. Do they have a running back yet or no?
They have Ronald Jones.
Yeah, no, they can. He's fine.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, he's fine. He can work.
Another.
Is there any other? What else do we miss?
I have like so much stuff because I've had nothing to do. Titans.
Titans. They brought back
their guy
Tannehill
on a 4-year, $118 million deal. They also franchise tagged Derrick Henry.
So they'll have more time to
he's around for another year.
Did he sign the franchise tag or no?
Yeah, I think he signed it. Brady to the Bucks. Breeze back on a 2-year, $50 million deal in New Orleans.
Taysom Hill's still out there.
No, he's not.
You went back?
$4.6 million deal to return to the Saints.
Yes. Welcome back.
Marcus Mariota to the Raiders. So a little quarterback duel in Vegas.
Vegas.
That's so weird to say. But yeah.
Oh, the draft is supposed to be fire this year too. I just realized that they're gonna have like boats and stuff. That's supposed to be sick.
They were supposed to, yeah, but no. But yeah, so Vegas.
Did they sign Jason Witten as well?
Yeah, they did.
That's interesting.
They also got Corey Littleton from the Rams, who's a pretty solid linebacker.
Speaking of the Rams, Todd Gurley is no longer there.
I like him in Atlanta.
I like him in Atlanta as well.
I like that a lot.
A good fit. That's a good fit.
Yeah, I think it's a great fit.
And where did Devonta Freeman end up signing? Devonta Freeman also got snipped.
Let me see if he signed. Not sure if he. I want to say he did, but I don't remember.
I don't remember seeing anything about him.
No, I don't either. I want to say he signed with Philly, but I feel like that's not right.
I will look.
I believe he is still.
Oh, he's still out there.
He's still out there. So Devonta Freeman's still out there. I don't know.
There's a rumor saying he could go to the Bucks. Oh my God.
That'd be a good signing.
That'd be a very good fit.
Yeah.
That'd be a really good fit.
But no, I really do like Gurley in Atlanta. I think him going back home is just. I think someone going back home is always good. And that's
That is
probably the
true.
best shot for them to really get going.
We also had
Again?
Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon going to Denver.
That's a good fit.
Yeah, I
Philip
like
Lindsay and
that
Melvin
too.
Gordon will be fun. It
Um,
kills me for fantasy because I have Philip Lindsay, and we were gonna keep him, but now I can't.
tough. Dallas keeps their main parts of their offense, and they franchise tagged Dak Prescott.
Dak. And
They paid over $30 million to stay for a year. That's crazy.
Overrated.
that's ridiculous.
Amari Cooper signed a 5-year, $100 million deal to stay in Dallas.
That was very well
I hate
deserved.
that. I hate that.
I understand why you hate it, but it's
I hate it.
deserved.
I don't like it.
I
Get him
know.
out. But
Get out of here now.
Dallas lost the best corner on the market in Byron Jones. He's going to Miami on a 5-year, $82 million deal.
Retired.
Travis Frederick retired. That's a huge loss for Dallas.
That's huge.
Yeah, a lot of big parts. So they got better in they maintained their skill positions. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, wait, are we good?
Hello. My thing lagged like crazy. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
My internet connection is unstable. That is not good.
But
Yeah, it is.
Notification.
But Dallas did get the best name on the market, Clinton Dix.
He signed with the Cowboys
On a 1-year, $4 million deal.
That's not bad.
But no, that's so low. And he had a really good year last year. Like he played really solid for Chicago, and he only got a $4 million deal.
Speaking of Chicago, Nick Foles, he's there.
Oh yeah, Nick Foles.
Nick Foles is there. So Trubisky might be out of a starting job.
Yeah.
They should have.
And then he'll get it back because Nick Foles can't play anywhere not named Philadelphia.
That's true.
That is true.
Very true.
I love you, Nick Foles. So that means Gardner Minshew's officially the starting quarterback for the foreseeable.
Gardner Minshew's the starting. They're running Minshew.
Mania continues. That's gonna be fun. Xavier Rhodes signed with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
That happened.
So maybe he'll have a bounce back year.
Maybe.
Let's see. The Giants tagged Leonard Williams.
So they don't. The Jets do get the better pick then.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys get the comp pick.
Nice.
The Giants also signed James Bradbury from Carolina. I believe he was the 4th best corner on the market. Which is
the Jets re-signed.
Which is good because they had nobody. The Giants also got
Blake
Martinez from Green Bay. Their other linebacker from Green Bay. And we got a special teams guy from New England, I think.
And we also got a Cam Fleming.
Cam Fleming from Carolina, right?
Also New England.
New England.
Him and the other guy.
Yeah.
All right. So the Jets have signed a guy from the Seahawks. They signed a guy from the Broncos, Connor Riley. They signed a guy from the Colts. They also added a guy. All these are offensive linemen. Keep that in mind. They also added a guy from the Panthers. They added wide receiver Brashad Perryman for a 1-year deal, who is a buy low, bust high candidate, buy low, boom high candidate. Whatever it's called. They signed a linebacker from the Ravens, Patrick Anu. I'm not even going to try to say that, but he was a Raven. He's back with C.J. Mosley, which means Avery Woods is probably going to get cut or piece because he tore his ACL. And yeah, the Jets haven't made it. And they brought in Pierre Dezer or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, I heard about him. He's a safety, right?
He is a corner.
I'm just dumb.
No, I would have guessed safety too. It's okay. But the Jets, they didn't make any big splashes, but they're just like retooling, I guess. The offensive line. They did what they said they were gonna do. They're just gonna go all in on the offensive line, I guess, and that's the number one priority. And
yeah,
they signed the better guys in the market. I mean, Trent Williams is still out there for a trade candidate, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Trent Williams is out there. Clowney's still out there, surprising. So
Clowney's still out there.
The number one non-quarterback is still out there.
The Jets have made an offer to Clowney.
I think Clowney's gonna look for a huge deal.
He is.
Also, Emmanuel Sanders signed with the Saints. So
that's gonna be.
You got Breezes with Kamara in the backfield with Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders run
That's
around.
gonna be scary.
Yeah. The Saints
It's just-
I think are going to run away with the NFC South.
I don't know if they'll run away with it actually, because
I-
the Buccaneers are in the NFC South.
I don't care. I think they're still going to do it.
Oh,
Honestly-
Breeze and Brady are gonna play each other twice next year. Oh my God.
I think with New Orleans, you might be looking at a 14-win team.
You could be.
I think you're looking
Very
at that good of a team.
They are a good
Uh,
team, but like, I don't know, I would say they're gonna run away with it because the Buccaneers are also a good team.
Buccaneers are
NFC is-
good.
The
think
NFC
the
is just
Bucks-
very, very deep.
I think the Bucks might get the wild card spot, but I think the Saints are going to take the NFC South by storm and just like demolish them.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't-
Let's see. Are there any other good trades? Baltimore got Calais Campbell.
Joe
oh,
Flacco
Indy-
got cut. Oh, you said Joe Flacco already.
Yeah, Indianapolis acquired DeForest Buckner from the
That
Niners
was
for
that
their
came
first
out
rounder.
of nowhere. I don't know what happened. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a good trade for both sides, but
Yeah, I think it's
I
great.
don't know
for
why
both
they did
sides.
that. I don't know why they did it though.
I mean, if it was available, I mean, go ahead.
That's true.
Let's see. Darius Slay to the Eagles. That sucks. I hate that.
That's a great signing for Philly.
I hate that.
I know you
lot.
do. I love it.
Stop coming to my division.
Stay out.
No other trades. Kyle Allen to the Redskins.
So what are the Redskins doing then? They're just gonna start Kyle Allen next year?
No, they're starting Haskins. Allen's in for a backup.
Isn't it like 3 years, 30 mil?
No, Kyle Allen's on his rookie contract.
Oh, I thought they signed him. So I don't know. I don't
No,
know
they
what
traded for him.
happened. Okay.
And then what was the other thing?
Who did the Panthers bring in for as a quarterback? Oh,
Teddy
they,
Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater and PJ Walker. Duh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna aim for anyone else. The only other team that I can see going for a quarterback is Detroit, because with Matt Stafford's back injury, he might not be the same. So you might be looking at them. They might want to take someone.
As a
And
risk,
then-
maybe.
And then I think the last thing I want to get into is Cleveland, who
What are
signed. They signed Jack Conklin from Tennessee, one of the best tackles on the market, and Austin Hooper, the best tight end on the market they got.
That's
So
good.
they bolstered their offensive line, which was a huge deficit last year.
Right.
And
And then
they got a
added
tight
another
end
weapon.
for whatever reason. I mean, they have Njoku, but cool. That helps. And I think going into the draft for Cleveland, you definitely want like defense.
Defense or a lineman.
hmm
One of the two.
But I don't think they
I
have
s- I
it.
think-
That's
Oh,
it.
they traded to the Giants.
No, we don't have it. I
Ah.
think they traded it to. I don't know.
I don't know who they could have traded it to. They didn't really make any trades.
I mean,
They
I
might
know
be
we don't
trading
have it.
Odell too. They might be trading Odell as well. That's a rumor.
Yeah, that's been a rumor. I don't know if that will actually happen, but yeah, it's out there. Where is it? There it is. Denver. Do they give it to Miami?
For what trade?
Landry?
Maybe the Browns don't. Are you sure the Browns don't have their pick this year?
No, they
I'm
do.
pretty sure they do.
I'm
Yeah,
an
they-
idiot.
I was gonna say. I thought they had it.
They're drafting 10th, which
They're
they're
probably
projected
taking
to
off.
pick.
They're probably taking
What-
offensive lineman.
They're projected to pick Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, they better not trade Odell because that means they're taking CD or Jerry Judy. I guess there's less options. So don't do that. But
All right, well,
yeah,
I think that's
I think that's
NFL free
everything.
agency that we wanted to cover. There will be
Yeah.
the draft is still happening next month.
So you
Thank-
can
Thank the Lord.
thank God. So you can. I mean, who knows? I mean, we don't know yet.
If they say it's going on, it's going on.
So hopefully nothing changes on that. But
Yeah, hopefully.
if the draft does not happen, then they're just gonna be frank. I don't know what we're gonna talk about.
No, I
We'll
don't
figure
either.
it out.
We'll
It'll
figure
happen.
it out, but The podcasts are still gonna happen, but like we don't know what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for listening.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for coming on the other channel. Yeah. Everyone,
Yeah,
stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside.
Wash your hands.
Wash
Don't
your
touch
hands.
your nasty face, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, or wash your nasty hands, or whatever. He said something like that. But stay safe. Think positive. Minor setback for a major comeback for the world in general.
I like that.
Yep.
All right.
But yeah.
Take care. See you next week.
Au revoir.